Yo, what's good, everybody? We got to get this thing started with the real star of the show. That's right, Alan the Alien. We about to get it in. We got to talk about season 2, episode 3 of Invincible, where they hit us with a pump fake if you're not paying attention. So let's get right into it. Zell May.
No fancy intro, just your boy Laughers Up, made looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. Of course, shout out to Joe doing the amazing job of introducing the show. Again, Invincible Season 2, Episode 3, where we find out a lot of information. College man, dorm life, Alan's origins, Alan's death, Omni-Man's back, strange planets, he's what? Joe, there's a lot of crazy stuff coming. They're giving us cliffhangers and everything. How you felt about the episode as a whole?
It's your boy Uniqo Williams, man. As a whole, I they start off with Alan the alien. We thinking we about to get the next piece of the, because last season it was more blood splattered every single episode over the Invincible label. So now they're breaking the pieces up into like this there's some kind of blue thing in the background and a little black. So we're seeing that this season as far as the title goes. So when it started off with Alan the alien, I was like, okay, cool. This is about to be an Alan episode. And they gave us that. We got a little backstory on Alan. That was cool. We got we got the backstory on Alan and what he. I'm interested. I'm very interested. I'm intrigued in what Alan can be. That's where I'm at. But he kind of seems incapacitated, but what he's looking for a mole, right? He's looking for a mole. He goes to the coalition of planets or galaxies or whatever it is. These coalition of people that's trying to keep the Viltrumite empire at bay or destroy them if they can. And we and Alan gets some tentacle love. So he's got a girlfriend, highly suspecting that she may be the moles. Zelmay, where we at on the Alan the alien story? What do you think?
For some people that ain't been paying attention, just watch the show and get confused. Viltrumites are who Omni-Man and Marcus have. Viltrumite. They basically rule the universe. They go around conquering planets, and they literally is making a group that Joe's talking about is literally people who are gaining together from different groups to fight them. And Alan was made to fight them directly because his people got annihilated. But so they found some kids who were made in special circumstances from them and their agreement before. So they basically breed them. And Alan was the first and initial, and so they were like, "Oh, he can fight him," but he fought even the weakest when he got whooped. And by the way, for people that don't know, Omni-Man is not among the strongest either, so that's an interesting thing. He just can whoop everybody else. So the Viltrumites are like ultimate warrior race of people. They're basically a group of Superman. They're Kryptonians if they had their powers continuously. Not quite as strong as Superman, but basically like a half version of them. They can just run through everybody because even half of Superman, if they fight seriously, could just wreck everybody. So the coalition is literally to fight them and end their rule.
Yeah.
And this way, and Alan's goal was to first it was to fight them. He lost. He got whooped every time he fought one. But his goal ultimately was to come up and find someone who to fight him. And he found Mark. He's like,
On
hey,
accident.
yeah, on
They
accident.
made that very apparent that it was on accident.
Now a lot of people don't trust Mark. He's a Viltrumite. He's even if it's half, it's still a Viltrumite. So they're like, he's gonna
Yeah.
conquer it after for humans now instead of Viltrumites, which I'd rather have one than thousands of them fighting me.
Is
But
he
this
still
whole
voiced by Seth Rogen?
I gotta
Because he
see.
sounded different. Because he was Seth Rogen in the first Invincible, season 1. He just sounded different this time, but it was close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, essentially what's
Oh,
going
I'll look
on.
it up. No worries.
Essentially what happened is Alan finds Mark. He comes up with this great idea. He tells his girl, listen, they don't understand. Maybe we can find a bunch of kids that don't like their daddies and their mamas and can whoop them. That's the
It
plan.
is still Seth Rogen, by the way.
Okay, so we still Seth Rogen. And other than that, that was the majority of the episode. And other than that, we saw Mark go to college, Debbie crying. Oh, my baby's going. Mark trying to find. He did a seance dog. Bunch of random stuff was happening
Yeah.
in the dorm. Of course, he goes
Well,
to Amber.
hold on. Let's go back to Alan. Hold on, because hold on. We're not gonna. I know the big thing was Mark lost his virginity. Clap that up. Good job, Mark.
Lose more than that.
Shout out to the sock on the door. But let's go back to Alan. Alan got confronted while having space dinner with his girl by 3 Viltrumites, y'all. He got jumped by 3 Viltrumites. Arm was severed. Eye is just out. He only has one of those. Y'all know that. Eye is just dangling out in space, connected to him still. And then he got punched through the stomach, losing all his intestines. Next thing you see is he's in the hospital wrapped up. So there's that. And then they roll some credits. And at that point, I actually pressed my PlayStation controller up to see like where are we at? Hold on, I know this ain't the end of the episode. When we start doing 25-minute episodes, it was a pump fake. Now we're back to Mark, and after his virginity, and now weird stuff happens.
Yeah, don't forget Thaddeus, of course, turning on him in the regenerative chambers. So shout out to Thaddeus.
Turn it on what?
Thaddeus, the one that got him when he was regenerating. In the little room he always regenerating.
Oh, always regenerates in. Interesting.
Yeah, and Thaddeus the one that snuck in and killed him. In the end, in the episode, by the way. So, right. So if people don't, if you didn't
hold on, did I miss that at the end of that part of the episode, or at the end of the episode? Because all I started seeing was they start showing the credits in every single language ever. I was thinking it was about to be a post-credit scene.
Did you not see him like in the little bed thing with the eye cover?
I seen him.
Yeah,
I saw him laying in the bed. Yeah.
And then they hinted that they hinted that the Thaddeus dude came in and ended. They didn't really show, but it's Thaddeus.
Okay.
We assuming that Thaddeus is the one who ended.
We got a shapeshifter in the show now, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And he's hilarious, by the way. This show is hilarious, by the way. But yeah. So post Mark losing virginity. Let's get it. Shout out to Amber for asking the real questions. Like, do you have super seed? Will you cut me in half like a chainsaw? I mean, like a table saw. Will you do that to me? Like maybe I had to start. Maybe I had to start on top. She asked the real questions. Those are legitimate. That's what makes this show so cool. Because it's like, no, like for real, in real life, this is probably how stuff will go.
Yeah, and then you don't consider, you be like, oh, his dad with his mom, but then you got to consider his dad is experienced with controlling his power, and Mark just got him like 2 months ago,
and he's never banged anybody. So
that was it. That was it. His dad know how to control his strength, and Mark is just brand new to this. So do you know how to control you, or if you get a little excited?
I mean, Omni-Man, and we'll get on to Debbie here in a second, but Omni-Man literally used to fly Debbie to Japan for date night and come back to the Chicago area. So he has that kind of power.
Yo, Mark tried that slick thing too, but he went fast as daddy, so he only could go to Las Vegas. Oh, you took me to Egypt? No, I took you to Las Vegas.
Yeah, no, she thought she went to Paris. She thought she went to
Paris. Oh yeah, Paris, Eiffel Tower. No, I took you to
Eiffel Tower. Yeah.
So you're not strong. Oh, by the way, I do gotta mention this. The Monster Girl, Shape Smith, Rudy. I wish we got more bulletproof. I didn't care about this segment. Duplicate. She apparently the immortal. So, and he getting it off, and then Rex is mad about it.
Rex is turning out to be such a little bitch, man. Like for real. Like at this point, Rex Blow always been a bitch, and then, but like not in the sense of being scary. Just, I guess maybe actually they had it more right by saying he's a dick. And he has no problem with admitting that. He's like, I know. So yeah, Rudy and Monster Girl went on a date.
Yeah, Rudy and Monster Girl went on a movie date. And Rudy finally experienced burgers and everything, so they try to highlight that he's never experienced life like they did last episode. He first experienced fear, and now he's experiencing maybe love, food, a date.
If you know about the brain, which I 100% do not, leave notes in the comments in regards to what the stuff was glowing at the certain parts, like because the guy is meditating with a holographic, um, gigantic visual of his actual brain and all the things that he's feeling and sensing and all that type of stuff. And when Monster Girl comes up, we got a whole red brain at some point. But when we first came there, it was calm. It was just like one singular color on like a certain part. I'm guessing that's fear. But like when she came in, doop, 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 like it was a lot. So if y'all know about the brain and all that stuff, leave comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe.
And make sure you like and subscribe. Also, I want to get this out of here. Yo,
Yeah.
Debbie went to the grief counseling. It's just like a little random thing that happened, and then the man hit on the instant. Like, hey, bro, that you lonely, I'm lonely. Love is crazy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
lonely,
That's
I'm lonely. Love is crazy.
and then so this is the thing.
My husband murdered millions of people, sir. I'm not in the mood to.
I wouldn't even say that. Like, so a lot of what we're seeing in this season is Debbie and Mark paying for the sins of Omni-Man. And here we go again. Of course, dude was married to Invisible Girl or what, Aliana. Of course he was. And she out there like, yo, my husband killed your wife, bruh. That's like every episode, like just like last episode. Um,
Fake Batman.
he had to deal with Fish Boy.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what
Fish
I'm
Boy.
saying? That's Omni-Man. They still paying for those sins. But
But
yeah,
kind of they fault. They out here releasing some giant monster, and he got that chain that he can. All he needs is look. Man, all he throw a rocket that mother broke, and then he start slicing everybody up. That is crazy.
we
Yo,
just gonna keep we
keep
just
two
gonna keep
chains, dog. What the
we
fuck?
just gonna keep we gonna keep Debbie in our prayers. We just gonna solicit all the prayer warriors to keep Debbie in our prayers that she can heal properly and not everybody hate her. But that was probably not good for her to go through with somebody else heaping on the fact that her husband was responsible. But at least she's letting people know. So I'm there. I'm here for that part of it for sure.
Yeah. Shout out
Get
to
into the
Cecil.
juicy stuff, man. What's up
Yeah.
with
Let's end it with the juice. Cecil, they go back to the dorm. Cecil's in the dorm.
He's
And he's
not in the dorm. He's
not
just
not dorm, not dorm. William was in the dorm, right? Yeah, William was waiting for him. And then, of course, they went and had the seance dog, a bug-looking alien in disguise. And he was a Thraxan. And the Thraxan is facing a world-ending problem. So, of course, they send
42
Invincible.
billion people's lives are at risk.
And
42 billion.
of course,
How ridiculous of a number is that? Because if we because how many people are actually on Earth? Like it's nowhere near 42 billion,
like
right?
some 7, 8 billion. Y'all can correct this in the comment. I don't know if it went up or down. Your life is going crazy right now. But he finally told Amber he loves her.
7.8 billion.
Hey, I put both numbers in there. 7, 8.
It
You
is
mixing it all
definitely
up.
not 42 billion is a lot of people, y'all. Understand that. So Mark felt like he needed to go. Go ahead, Zelmay.
And Amber pushed him. And told her he loved her, of course. Got to the thing. He goes up to Thraxa and he goes to
Lost
meet the.
connection, so she didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah. He did. Oh, yeah, he did. She didn't quite hear it. Which kind of has a theme of him doing something nice and is not connected.
Yeah, I mean, and then he didn't even try and call back. He went and sat in his seat.
Hey, man, sometimes.
And now we're off on a 6-day journey to the land of the Thraxans. What's up? What's next?
Yeah, now he got to meet the Emperor, who is Joe.
Think, Mark. What will you have in 500 years? Shout out to
So
his Mortal Kombat appearance, Mortal Kombat MK1 appearance, Omni-Man. He is looking like one of the most OP characters of all time for sure. So I just want to shout out Omni-Man, and he's voiced beautifully by his voice actor. Quick note: Homelander is a downloadable character at some point, and he will not be voiced by Homelander's actor. Just throwing it out there. That's just an aside. But yes, Omni Man's back. How did you feel, Zelmay? How did you feel, bro? How did you feel when you saw Omni Man?
originally when I read it,
That's okay.
this is a little different. I already read the comics,
well, let me ask you this: what percentage of this season or this series period, how faithful from a percentage wise aspect is this series to the comic book? How faithful is it to the
it's mo-
original adaptation?
it's mostly it's coherent. It just
Really?
most of it is probably like 80%, 20%. They just took out some that they figured people didn't care about. But most of the stuff, like him being the Thrax's emperor, and then you're gonna find out something. And I think the next episode, in the second episode, they're probably gonna go with it too. And then they're just gonna take
Okay.
out unimportant things. So, like most of the unimportant things, are probably some really bad things they probably don't want to show on the screen. So, other than that, it's mostly faithful. It's mostly faithful to comic book heavy.
Oh, that's super duper interesting.
Whereas the boys
Uh
is not faithful at all to the
that's
comic.
that's the point I was about to make because Amazon has been known to take liberty.
Yeah,
Because I did end up going and reading the comics for the boys. I
it's
ended up
totally
reading
different.
it and
It's
it's like
totally different.
completely different. Everything's different.
Well,
Everything. There's
uh,
some parts that happened.
our boy ain't even black. I don't know how they got him.
I mean, and like
I ain't saying no name, but he ain't really black in the show.
from what I read, like A Train should be dead by now, right?
Yes, he should be gone.
Right. So like,
Homelander didn't. Homelander like, no, dog. You don't have your power. He basically did what he did to that crippled dude who couldn't see, and like, how dare you put on my team? He basically did it to A Train. Like, don't ever put a on my team. If you can't run and you unconfident running, what are you doing here? Cause that's how
yeah,
Homelander is. So they didn't. They
mm,
sometimes they put it in his attitude like that, and sometimes he's like a nicer, but he's threatening, but he's nicer than he is in the comic book. Even though he ain't the meanest person in the comic book. Old boy who we talked about earlier, who is gone now for some reason, he's not in the comic book. Well, he is, but at this point he wasn't. Um, Black Noir, of course. We talking about
yeah,
he's
that was
completely
a
different.
huge plot twist and a huge creative liberty because he's a huge
he's
part of the
he's
comic book.
he's completely different. Trevor, he is
Everything like yeah, like
opposite.
yeah, and I think that's
He's
what makes
nicer.
this interesting.
He's nicer in the show because in the comic book he is a
A
absolute menace.
heathen. A
He is a
heathen.
menace. He ate a baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Hold on, was it him or? Well, yeah, no, it was him because they said it was, but it not because but yeah, I ain't no spoilers. But yeah, he ate a baby.
Which
This
I
show,
mean, I
this show, he
think
played with
that
butterflies on the show. He played with butterflies and have imaginary cartoon friends. It's vastly
yeah,
different between eating the
yeah.
baby and having cartoon friends.
You know, when we get to the next season of the boys, and I want y'all to know we're done with the Invincible review part of it, but we're just talking about Prime Universe at this point. Um, my thing is this: like, are y'all gonna do some kind of cartoon theme thing every season, like somebody's hallucinating? Because we got the cartoons. Then this last season with Gen V, we got puppets. What are we getting in the next season of the boys? Who's going to hallucinate and see weird shit? Like now they're about to
We
start seeing like Gundam model kits or something just moving around or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Dragon Ball Z characters from some anime.
That
Some anime
might
got
be
some
some
ninja.
wild stuff that they might try. Amazon is very see, they're so weird. Amazon is weird for this reason. They always drop a hot series somewhere and then they just go ghost for a while. And then they pop up with something else. You know what I'm saying? So they leaning on Invincible. I'm not sure the release date of the next season of The Boys, but
I got a movie and a show I am gonna review. Two of them
Yeah.
on Amazon. I get to them next week. I'll look at them during the week. I ain't have
On on
time this week,
on
but
Amazon Prime.
yeah, they got two shows that I really want to review. So we're gonna go over there. Probably the Reacher coming out too. So the Wheel of Time, Reacher, and the movie. What's that movie called? Where old girl like eat flesh or something. It was like a scary movie. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's saved in my saves, and this is not my account. I saved it in.
Yeah, I'm not really sure because I only turn it on Fridays for Gen V and Invincible. Other than that, I
Yeah.
don't watch Amazon Prime. Honestly, it's just they just take my money every month.
Oh, yeah, it's not on this watch list. It's on my other account. Oh no, Suitable Flesh. So I will be watching Suitable Flesh on
Okay.
Amazon. So I will do a review on Suitable Flesh. It's one of the most apparently it's one of the most popular shows right now.
Mm.
I mean movies. So I will be doing a review on Suitable Flesh. Reacher probably, but that won't be next week. It probably the week after. I probably just do one show a week, and then of course, uh, I don't know. I might wait to the end of the season. I don't know if the season it should be about over with, but the other show, the Wheel show, that I did a review on before, but I might just do a season ending review. So those are the shows I'm gonna review. Joe has a review coming for y'all soon on Thanksgiving. Not
Thanksgiving.
on Thanksgiving, but it's on Thanksgiving. Get it?
Yeah, I got you on that review, man. Go check that out. And then we got
So we got
what's it called? Mockingjay or Mockingbird?
the Mockingjay sounds that coming out tomorrow. I will be watching at 11 o'clock.
Uniqo will be watching it ASAP.
ASAP, ASAP. But I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all like to join the discussion, get in the comments, get involved. I saw y'all was really involved in the last one. We didn't really have nothing to disagree about on this episode.
Nope. Nope.
But I'm pretty sure when
I'm
Power
upset
come
that
back,
they didn't hit us with the post. That's why I watched all the credits because I thought there's gonna be a post credit scene because they have been showing evil alternate universe Invincible in the first two episodes. So I thought that we would get something in this episode too, and we didn't. And I was
you know what?
upset.
You know what else we was upset about. You know who our audience might be upset about because they watched 22 minutes of us. You want to know? You want to really know, Joe?
I'm gonna assume that
Who are these niggas?
Peace.